Merry Christmas. Fun fact 180. It's Merry Christmas. We usually celebrate, unwrap gifts from each other on Christmas Eve, and Santa comes Christmas morning. But we decided not to do stockings this year because of the times. We don't have a lot of money. We didn't have a lot of gifts to each other, no fancy meals. The plan today was to get up and go to Santa Cruz to dance from 10 to 12. But there's been storms, and we weren't sure, and I didn't sleep well last night, and neither did my daughter. So we were questioning on whether we were going to go take an hour drive to go dance. I haven't danced in over a month, and I really miss it. But it looks like the storms were too much. And then I saw a post that said there was no power where the dance was going to be held. So I didn't want to drive an hour and not be able to dance. But then somebody said a little while later, we're still going to try to have some kind of music. It might be cold or too hot or whatever, but we're going to try to have a dance. But by that time, it was too late for us to get there on time. So the dance was off. And that was the plan for today, was to go to dance. And then on the way home, find a place to have Christmas dinner out. And I was researching it yesterday, and I was having the hardest time. So I thought maybe I'd have time this morning. Like I said, I didn't sleep well. So, and the storms and power outages, and I guess there's a fire and there's floods. So we're home right now. Looks like the wind is something, but it's clear here now. But I don't know what's open for us to have fun. So I decided just to try to start the day somehow with some coffee. With my coffee. And I have a naughty mug too. My daughter's been stealing that one. It has no leaves on the tree. Looks like somebody burnt it. Speaking of burnt, I burn white sage to try to clear things up and figure things out and get the bad juju and smells and whatever out of the air. And the one that I've been burning, my daughter got somewhere. And it was like really, really tall. And I think I've talked about how it plumed and set off the fire, the smoke detectors in the house. And I'm using the same one, but it's down to this now. But still, it set off smoke detectors. And so I decided to move it out of the house. But as I'm walking through the house, with my coffee in one hand and the white sage in a bowl in another hand, it decided to jump out of the bowl onto the floor in the living room. My daughter was there. She ran over. She tries to take one of my carpets and pull it over to snuff it out, and so I almost got the house on fire. The white sage. We decided we were going to throw it out, but then we spent most of the morning trying to Clorox wipe soda, baking soda, and vinegar the burnt stains out of my carpet. So far, and then this is really supposed to be Merry Christmas, should be alcohol, but it's coffee. Merry Christmas to you all. I hope you have somebody to spend it with who loves you and you love. I think that's the greatest gift. It's to have somebody prioritize you and love you for everything you are and everything you aren't every day. But on the holidays, it seems to be harder because it's supposed to be about people celebrating together. And I think it's nice to have people celebrating together. So, in my imagination, I guess, there are people who care and want to celebrate life with me. But I find more and more I'm using my imagination and staying in my room and creating a life in my mind that doesn't really exist. Maybe I want it to exist, but it doesn't really exist. And it's safe though. Safe. But Merry Christmas. I hope you find the true gifts. I hope you unwrap peace and love and understanding and joy and always love, I guess. I come back to that. I hope you unwrap that love that lights up everything. There's my Merry Christmas to you. And I'm hoping you have a great day. Should share one of my presents I got with you. My daughter gave me a desk calendar of Sweet Boys. And this is from unwrapping presents last night. She gave me, I don't know if you know about K-pop Demon Hunters. I've talked about them. I've tried to sing some of the songs. Free, free. Why does it feel right every time I let you in? That one. So K-pop Demon Hunters, she got me a poster of the Sacha Boys. I didn't have a lot of space on my walls, but it's on my wall now. But I don't know why. She felt that was a good thing for me. Maybe I've been Asian boy crazy lately. Only in my mind. And then when it comes to the dating thing, there's a few people that are connecting to me. I don't know if it's friendship or dating or what it is really, but there's like somebody who didn't talk to me for 4 months who texted me the other day, and there's somebody who hasn't talked to me, who hasn't reached out to me for 2 months. We've never met in person. We've never gone on a date. We didn't share intimate details or anything like that. And he's like, "What are you doing this weekend? Why don't you come by and let's make plans?" And I'm like, one, I'm not driving that far away for what? Somebody I don't even know. That's probably just wants sex, and we've already talked about that. I want more. So, I need a connection. So, yeah, not like gonna tell him. I mean, there's a new person I just met like a month ago, and we haven't really talked a lot. He said he's not good at texting, and he lives pretty far away, but he has family down here, but he's way younger than me. But we do have the writing thing in common, and we do kind of speak the same language, even though he's way younger than me. And he said that he's going to be down here through the 28th, and let's go get some tea. And I think whether it's friendship, which I think it probably is, and just a commonality, he's the first person in ages that's just asked me to go have tea and talk. Nobody's said, "Hey, I'd like to take you out to dinner or lunch, or let's go for a hike or a walk on the beach," or I like video game parlors. I like, you know, karaoke and dancing. There's so many things somebody could do with me for a date. And some of it doesn't even cost any money. And here I am. with a very young man who wants me to go to tea with him sometime, and maybe it'll happen and maybe it won't. This morning, because I almost set the house on fire. Spent half the morning trying to put it out and clean it up. You said the more I put myself out there and the more I try for my dreams, the more I lose of what I already have. That's why sometimes I just feel like staying home and saying, I'm just going to appreciate what is and not try to do anything, because the more I try to do something, the more I set the house on fire and I lose something. But wow, what a beautiful, happy, joyful Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, that is what I say to you. And I hope that Merry Christmas has a Merry Christmas too. All the songs I know. Well, let's see, let's think of another one. Is to sing. Bon, il me filet, on a yeah. I think that's the alto. Do I have to go higher for the soprano? I have the music somewhere. Yeah, see. Sinuses and throat, but yeah, all that stuff. So I hope you have a beautiful day today. A Merry, Merry Christmas. And don't set the house on fire. Ciao, Bellas.